Hello, good evening. It's me, Reza Gaming. It's Friday. I'm back. And for today's variety stream, I am doing Orchestra Not Included. Not much of a variety stream. But we are very close to getting George. I don't want to get George before I go on holiday this weekend. So, let's go do that. Let's actually jump into the game. Hello, the fanbus. How you doing? Right. So, yesterday, we set up this very sensible pinch pepper nut farm that is connected to a metal refinery, which we're using to heat up all the polluted water and then bring that in here. And that made some pinch pepper, which lets us make stuffed berry when combined with our Bristol blossoms, which we're growing varying degrees of success. So now the last food item we need on top of the surf and turf for George is probably either going to be pepper bread or spicy tofu. Those are the two easiest to make with what we've got. For pepper bread, all we need to do is go and dig up a load of sleep wheat on Smirilios with our friend Pav, who's over here. What's Pav doing at the moment? They're digging over here to dump some more polluted water on this volcano. That's sensible. I'm going to dig this plant up at the same time. In fact, actually, you should dig this plant up as well. Tell you to dig up more of these. Here you go. So either they can go grab some sleep wheat, or we can make a tofu production facility. And I've never made tofu. I don't think I'll make tofu again after today, but I want to do it because it's new, and well, it's not new, it's just something I haven't done before, and I don't think I'm going to have a reason to do it otherwise. So I think I'm going to make tofu today. Try to make spicy tofu. If you haven't managed to make it by the time wild sleep wheat is ripe, and make pepper bread instead. That's not a cursed idea at all. That's actually like the actual plan. But we'll succeed in making some tofu. But I'm going to put the Nosh Sprout bit here, and we're going to adjust the pipe work a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something a bit similar to what I've done over here. And what I'm going to do is, first of all, this vent needs to go. This vent needs to go somewhere different. That needs to go down here. Because at the moment it's dumping hot polluted water all over this random tile. I should probably actually just remove every other tile. Especially before this gets to the scalding point. But the plan is we're going to put a ethanol distiller here. We'll only need one. We're going to make a very small amount of tofu. We'll put in a soup dock over here. We'll make our liquid lock over here. Because this area where we grow the tofu is going to be very cold. We'll put that in afterwards. The door here so we can restrict access. And so, what I'm going to do... So, we've already got cold ethanol on our freezer loop here. So, we were feeding it in from ethanol distillers up here. I'm not going to keep these up here. We're going to move them. We're going to move them to close to where the tofu is being produced. It's fairly close by. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to inject the ethanol from this onto the loop. And I'm going to put a shutoff here. There's a little bit of wiggle room for us to put in a shutoff. So that we can make sure that it's only cold ethanol going to the freezer. Because we don't want hot ethanol coming straight from the distillers going there. And that way we can add a little bit more ethanol for the plants if we need to. I can move some of this pipe work. I don't think we're actually going to need to preheat this again. It's ran for several cycles now and it's not had any issues. So I think I'm just going to repurpose that pipe work in a bit. And yeah, that's what we'll do, I think. We will want a tree to grow lumber. Not really sure where to put that, because the tree needs to grow between 15 and 40 degrees. I might actually just put the tree up here after all. Let's replant the trees. We've dug up a load of slime, I think. No, we haven't. We've got 0 kilograms of slime. Okay. Well, polluted water. The polluted water over here is too cold. We don't want to burn any more natural gas. There is still polluted water here. This is at the right temperature at the moment. I'm just going to send this pipe a bit further up here. It's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in a load of bridges. So, wrong button again. Why did he press that button? I can go there. This can go here. And that is going this way. Okay. So let's see. There you go. So you can empty these pipe segments the correct ways. And then we'll just extend this. We'll extend this polluted water pipe up here. Going through the base, it should reach the right temperature anyways. We use this very handy bridge already. And then that can just come in here. And we'll just bridge it on here. And then we'll just reconnect this. Because I don't mind it going to thimble reeds either. Thimble reeds aren't growing because they're not getting any polluted water either. Probably need to be a little bit hotter for that, but it should get to 22 degrees running past here. That should be fine. You poor guys. Yeah. It's a good thing I thought about this before you got scolded. That would have been bad. So, yeah, let's see. So this vent needs to go over here. What I'll actually do is I'll send this around here, and this is going to be a hot room anyways, so I can just come down here. Actually, no, this is going to be very hot. Let's keep this insulated pipe here. So, yeah, I was having an argument about what to do today, because I thought either I could do some more video editing, or I felt like playing some Noita. I don't really feel like playing Dice Sphere program today, because it's too hot in real life. I don't really feel like it. I don't know why those two things are related, but they are. And the other thing was just doing some more of this. And I felt like doing more of this, because I felt like we're very close to actually getting to George. And I want to unlock him today. See what he does. Right, who's suffocating? You're suffocating. That is a problem. That is a real problem, actually. Cancel all of this. Ashcan is very happy to be suffocating. Cancel these. Build ladder. There you go. You just had to build the one ladder. Yeah, get out of there. You are sparkle streaking, so you'll get out of this danger zone pretty quickly. Yeah, that's fine. Just continue the rest of this. Also, what I've done as well is I've set these hatch ranches to start feeding igneous rock onto the loop, because I kind of don't want any more regular hatches. We have 35 stone hatchlings. I think I'm just going to start murdering the regular hatches. So we're going to go through and just quickly murder these guys. And hopefully not get any more, because we're going to start feeding them with... Okay, that didn't work. I'm going to start feeding them with just igneous rock, because we're running out of sedimentary rock. There you go. Don't know why you're grooming this one, please. Attack him. Liam is reassuring him before his final moments of demise. Yeah, grab you. I think most of you guys are stone hatches already. They're just one or two regular ones hanging on. What I should actually do is get some egg crackers working. Let's see. There we go. This probably won't be all of them, but be a few of them. We actually have quite a few branches, don't we? That's good. There we go. Yeah, you guys were right. We got a smooth one in here. Get rid of them. That's gonna take. Right, so power-wise, we're gonna need to hook this up. I can just go like this, I imagine. So this could all be priority 8. Let's prioritize the construction we're doing today. What else are we gonna do? Let's ladder across here. Actually, no, that's not that important. We'll just leave this to drip for now. It's okay. Oh, wait. No, hold on. Deconstruct this. We don't want the liquid here. There you go. Right. Stick this here. It's mildly annoying that it is one tile askew, but it's because the building's wider. Yeah, you do not want a polluted water liquid lock. Very true. Crude oil can go in here. And then there's going to be this whole room. So we're not going to want... Why is this still running? Are you still detecting chlorine? You are. There's a very small amount of it. I just want this to go here. Yeah, bring this down here. Bring this down here, remove this. A liquid lock made out of brackine would work better. Yes, that seems like a good use for brackine. So I imagine you guys are getting on with this pipe pretty quickly, because you guys just love building pipes. That's like your favorite thing to do. We'll need to deliver another suit here, that's okay. We can disable this for now because the room's not going to be cold yet. That will do. We do have some spare ammo suits, so that's all good. We need oxygen for the atmo suit, that's fine. I can go there. This pipe's all built now, so I'll disconnect this. Start filling up more oxygen down here. Looks like we got a blueprint. What have we got? Give me something good, game. It's underwear. I wasn't actually aware that you can get underwear for your dupes. Teamwork makes the dream work. Right, okay. We'll consider it. There you go. So, the water... I can move that water pipe out of this room. And go over here. This room is going to be cold, so I probably actually want to send it... Probably actually want to do something like this. Regular liquid pipe can go down here. And then probably just bridge it on here. And then remove this. Remove this. and I think I am just going to remove this pipe, because I don't think we're going to need to recirculate the petroleum around here anymore. Definitely remove the ladders. Not sure exactly what the tiles are going to look like yet. But yeah, so let's remove these. We'll keep the... Yeah, we'll remove the bridges too. We'll just remove all of this associated stuff. I don't think we're going to need it anymore. If we do, then... then we'll worry about that later. I don't think we will. This has maintained temperature pretty well. This is... The automation is working, keeping it at 200 degrees. Yeah, remove all of that. That pipe is drained now, that's good. You know what? I could probably make this... Probably make this regular pipe in here. And regular pipe here. That should be okay. Yep, there you go. We can remove this. Or we can turn that off, rather. And then we just got to figure out where the ethanol is going. Meteor showers. Oh yeah, meteor showers. I haven't watched these yet. We've got an alert about them now. And it's telling us how long it lasts for as well. Neat. The lumps of hot metals. And we see them up here as well. Yeah, we can. We've got some shenanigans up here. I discussed this yesterday, but yes, it's very much shenanigans over here. Definitely doesn't resemble a real proper space biome like in the good old days. But whatever. It's fine. Yeah, let's have a look at Spirilios. What are you up to? You don't need to disinfect this. You are very germ resistant, so you don't really need to disinfect anything. Looks like we trapped a plug slug in here, so let's actually build a little wire for it to hang out on as well. Okay. You can help keep this charged. In fact, if I priority 9 this, then we'll get some power on this, and then we can use the phone. That'd be good. You've seen Abyss-like crumble due to meteors? Really? Interesting. Right, so let's dig this as well, and then that is full of polluted water. So this shouldn't have any heat problems for a while. And if it does start to have more, we'll just dump more polluted water on it. That's where we'll get our refined metal from. Have you found anything else interesting over here? Not really. There's some Paku. You know what, actually, as well? You may as well dig over here. Look at all of this stuff. Yeah, feel free to go have a look at that. You're having a snooze. I just realized I changed your hat and you can't change it because we don't have a pod. Well, I'm not going to put a mini pod here for a while. I don't know where it would go. Should I put the mini pod next to the gold volcano again, so that we can easily melt it in an emergency? Actually, you know what? That sounds appealing. Just in case I want to print anything over here. Let's do that. Yeah, the volcano pod returns, because if I can't decide where it's going to go somewhere where I can melt it. So what you do is you make it out of granite, and then what you can do is you can seal it in the room with the gold volcano in a vacuum, and melt it when you no longer want to use it. Because you can't normally deconstruct them, because when you inspect the pod, you will get data banks, or you'll get a data bank. So they don't want you to just deconstruct or reconstruct it to make data banks. But you can just melt it instead. So, I don't know, they should just let you deconstruct it. This is stupid. Aluminium volcanoes work even better to melt pods. Yeah, that's true. Actually, you know what? Hold on that until we find the other volcanoes, because I think there are other volcanoes here. We can find a hotter volcano to do that with. Right. Oh, this looks cursed now. Very cursed. Right, wait. I did not want you to remove the bridge. I want you to leave that in just in case. So remember which way it's supposed to flow. Right, so now what we need to do. So. First things first. The ethanol is here. This is going to be hot, and I want to feed the cold ethanol back in. But this ethanol is going to go underneath it. Underneath, like, here. I think that water pipe stays there. And then that ethanol comes... I think we just bring it straight up here, and that's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. So that way, if a cold packet comes in, it'll go bypass this, and if a hot packet goes in, it will go onto this. And then what I want to do is, instead of having it just circulate, because we're going to have a lot of hot ethanol going back on here, this part here needs to always be cold. So what I'll do is I'll actually put... I actually had a plan for once. It's going to involve deconstructing this. So let's just get this done really quickly. I wonder if you can replace the big pod on the main asteroid with a mini pod. Oh, you know what? I might have done that on the Vedante oil zone run, but I can't remember. Because we did literally plan on melting our main pod and replacing it with a mini pod. I can't remember if we actually got that far or not. You don't really need a suit for this, dudes. Maybe we should just turn this off. Okay, how hot is it over here now? Yeah, it's not hot over here, so turn this off. EFR is just doing his best. Right, so we want a shut-off here. Let's make this copper. Let's remove the ladder. Then put the shut off here. That could be priority 9. And then we just need a temperature sensor here. So I'll confess, I did a little bit of planning off screen to confirm that we could fit stuff here, and we can. So that's good. So let's see. A thermosensor can go here. Automation wire can go here, that's fine. Also, I did something else sneaky off screen, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. You just have to figure out what I did, and I'm not going to give you any clues. But if you watch closely, you might see what is different about the colony. So does this have power? No, we need to plug this in. So this is going to be cold only. And then if this is hot, this needs to recirculate onto here. So that can come down here. And then I can go around like that. That's hot only. We'll want to... Ah, I think I understand what I need to do. Yeah, so if I put a bridge here, I want the loop to prioritize this stuff over this stuff. I think what I need to do is I actually need to send it like this. Yeah. Okay. So that will recirculate the hot ethanol in here before loading it on from this pipe. Wow, you're already making that. Okay, that's a bit faster than I wanted you to. Actually, hold on. Right, okay, look. Cut that off for now. It's hard to change if the pipe spaghetti sneakily changed. I haven't changed the pipe spaghetti. I'll give you that hint. I haven't unspaghettified any of it. But yeah, what I want then is the cold ethanol. It's coming off here. And then what I need to do is I need to get the cold ethanol back in this room. Now I realize the issue is because I've got to get the ethanol out of here. And then bring it back around. Real talk. I might just bring it back around down this way. Also, this pipe is finished, so let's see. This can go up here. That's fine. So I think what I'll do, because I want to make sure that this loop is running primarily. I do want to get that running again, so please build all of this stuff very quickly. Let's get this built first and check that the loop is working properly before we continue. So this needs to be set to send just copy this across. -20. You could reach all of this, can't you? There's a lone pipe by the coal gens around the pod. That's a polluted water pipe. We just put that in because that's going to be feeding the extra trees. The thimbleweeds. Because that water should be warm enough. Let's enable this again. Ah, below the bristle blossoms is just one pipe segment. Ah, this one. Ah, it's full of water. No. There you go. That way I'll actually remember to do it. Right. So... now what's going on here? Why is this not looping? It should be looping. Disabled by automation grid. So the bypass bit is full. Okay. That's clearly not working then. What if I disconnect this again? Does it recirculate? No, because that's gonna be... oh, actually, this needs to be the other way, doesn't it? Hold on. What if I make this below -20? Yeah. Oh, that's the issue. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Problem solved. So that's all old ethanol again. Good. So I think let's take this pipe and move it over here. Cut that out. Quickly change all of this. Then this can go here. Don't put any ethanol on this, I'm watching you. We can remove that. What have we got in the pod? We got gold. I'll take gold. And we got another blueprint. What we got? Let's see. Ooh! Blueberry jelly jacket. Nice. We have the lemon one. Now we have the blueberry one too. Neat. We're getting some good drops today, considering they're all clothes. And I don't normally like clothes. Right, so... there really is no way I can take this cold ethanol out around here, is there? Maybe there is. I think there is. So, this bridge should normally lead the ethanol around the loop. But if the loop is full, which it can be from the extra ethanol coming in, then I can send another cold ethanol pipe through here, maybe. Yeah, and then I can stick bridges here. Those could be priority 9. Then the cold ethanol can come through here. And then we can lead it back around. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Except for this bit here. You know what I say to that? I say we're going to put more bridges in. Cause absolute chaos. Yeah, priority 9 these. And then that pipe can go... in fact, you know what? That pipe can just go like this. Then that can come out here. And then that can come... down here, around here, and then it can come back up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this bridge here. I'm going to move this bridge here. So you need to do those bridges too. Okay, we've now successfully broken all of our water piping. Let's see, this can go here. No, that was the wrong button. I can go there. And then... remove this. So then this is going to be the cold ethanol. We're going to send that up here. Right. While they're getting on with that, let's have a look at these sprouts. How big are they? Trees are growing again. That's nice. Have I missed a very important mathematical part of this? No, we do have Nosh beans. This is another reason why we're doing this, because we do actually have Nosh beans. Can you imagine if I did all of this and got 40 minutes in and we didn't have any Nosh beans and we didn't have any way of getting them? That would have been funny. We have 15 of them. Looks like they actually plant one at a time. We can fit them here. I mean, obviously I'm not going to do that. But that means is we can have a load of them down here. And are they 2 tall or 3 tall? They're 2 tall. Okay, that makes things a bit easier. So what we can do then is we can stick a farm station here. And again, this is important. Is there no way to get sleep meat or nosh beans if you accidentally consume them all? Well, you can get them through the pod occasionally, but only once you found them. You can find them from space points of interest. But yeah, I think if you turn them all into food, you're in a bit of trouble. So we won 9 of these. And we can stick the auto sweeper up here this time, so that alleviates a lot of that pain. Yeah. Okay, good. This could be lead. Is this overloading? Why is this overloading? Oh, because you're using both these metal refinements. Why did I not consider this? I think I thought I wasn't going to use this anymore when I wired this up. And then I realized we actually are doing that. Well, I guess we can just stop that for now. We're going to move this stuff eventually anyways. You're producing enough metal. You're producing enough metal now. So let's see. What else does the plant need? So it needs dirt, a little bit. Air pressure. Temperature. That's fine. Atmosphere carbon dioxide. Oh, it must be in carbon dioxide. Yes, I forgot that bit. Right, so that's the other reason for setting up a liquid lock here, because we need to get this gas out of here, fill it with carbon dioxide. Okay. So that can go here. We'll remove this pump in a minute. And then we'll probably just put a wood burner in here temporarily to get some CO2 once that's all done. We are actually making trees again, so that's fine. I'll plug that in when I'm done. And then the ethanol. Oh right, I need to actually connect all these pipes again. Before I forget, I can go there, and then this is going to be granite pipe. So what I'll do is I'm just going to snake it around like this, I guess. We'll keep the room cool that way. Now, there's a lot of automation we could do for this, but I'm probably not going to bother. Like, I could automate bringing the lumber from here down to here. I could automate storing the polluted dirt somewhere. I could automate having the regular dirt in here. But I'm not actually that fussed. I'm fine with the dupes doing those deliveries for now. I don't think my trees are going to be up here permanently. I think I'm going to put trees in a branch block or something at some point. One of these, maybe. I might even just put trees down here. This all depends on us actually polluting water. Who's idle? Hav is idle. That doesn't seem very likely. Oh, right. You removed a load of material there. Okay. Slug, you're doing a good job. Another one down here. Oh, and I guess you need to dig this as well. That's fine. Yes, we'll continue exploring the other asteroid in the meantime. So that pump needs to be plugged in here. Conveyor loader. We are going to take the Nosh stuff out. We are going to need a micro musher as well to make this. We discovered a saltwater geyser. Oh, okay, that's nice. Another water source. Probably not immediately helpful, but we could always just pump this back to the other planet. This is the input. That's quite tempting. Yeah, we'll do that at some point, and then we'll have even more salt water to boil. Yeah, we need a micro musher. So my perfectly laid out kitchen here with 2 of each building. We're gonna need another kitchen. Maybe I'll just put it in here for now. I don't know, it doesn't even need to be a kitchen. I might even just put it over here. Like, I don't think we're going to be running this long term. I just want to have the possibility of making tofu. Maybe we will stick it here. Right, let's see. Because it doesn't need to be in a kitchen specifically. So micro musher goes here. We've already got a light covering that, so that's good. I guess we'll automate this part. That could be lead. That needs to go over here. Micro musher is useful. We want to go very sludgy. Yeah, we should have one somewhere. What am I doing? Right, I can go here. Conveyor bridge this. And then I think put another water sweeper here. And then probably just a chute, drop on the ground, and the receptacle. Right, so that's going to go in there. The tofu is going to get taken out, and that's going to go in the kitchen. So that can just go on the food line, which is this one. So what I'll do is send it this way. Then that can just go like this. There we go. Wait, no. This needs to be a loader. I had a brain fart. Go. I thought it didn't look quite right. You know what? I have some more sculptures. These can be hatches. Insatiable appetite. I like that name. Get rid of any more regular hatches that we see in here. Wow, that really lags out the game when I tell them to attack someone. It's amusing. Don't know why that one's a yellow alert. There you go. Let's just double check the pipes again. Right, so that is there. This needs to be disconnected. Not even close. Try again. Let's go here. This needs to bridge that. That was lag. I'm blaming that one on lag. Anything else? This is the ethanol pipe. The ethanol's nice and cool again. Fuck, I can't remember where I broke all the water pipes. It must have been wherever it's going between here. Right, I need you to come in here again. It was this one. Thankfully, I disconnected it in such a way that I could forget about it and it wasn't going to break. Right, so I can go through there. No! Why is this running without a power consumer? I thought I was being clever and separating the wire, but that's not what's happened. Right. Well, you know what? That'll do. Enable building. Deconstruct this. There's only one little tile of oxygen left. We're probably actually going to pump that up, aren't we? Oh, the vent's blocked. Let's replace that with a high pressure vent. And then this can be... We're just dumping stuff, so this can be everything. I mean, whatever. If you're running, you might as well... you might as well actually be connected to the power network. Right, there we go. That's the last bit of oxygen. Good stuff. Ah, it's in that pipe. Okay. Deconstruct this. Then we can put crown molding on the rest of this. The automation is actually pretty straightforward in here. And then we can actually start planting Nosh beans. This feels cursed. I think me making Nosh beans at all is just cursed. There you go. Why? Because tofu is cursed. I said this in a food video, but it's like, spicy tofu and tofu aren't bad foods in themselves, but I don't know why you would ever bother making them instead of anything else. I guess curried beans, maybe. But it's like, most of the recipes that you make with tofu are just easy to make with sleepweeds. I guess the Nosh beans grow faster as well. If we're trying to get something in a pinch, maybe, but I don't know. This is the first time I made tofu in about 1,700 hours of playing this game. So that should probably say something. But we've got to do it. We've got to do it for the George. Where is George? What's he up to? He's looking at us from in his storage container, pondering. Skills. Let's see. I'm going to start giving some of you researching. You're able to get a significant amount of food from naturally found Nosh beans. I mean, yes, that's true. I've done that. But I've never farmed tofu. I've never farmed Nosh Sprouts. Right, this is enough CO2 in here. We don't actually want a huge amount of pressure. So remove that. Remove the wire. Remove the wire here. Ethanol requirement is just Earth. Yeah, I mean, the only reason we're doing this is because we already happen to have a cold ethanol pipe, which we wouldn't normally bother with, but we are bothering with it because I didn't want to put hydrogen pipes here. So it's kind of like a perfect storm of conditions that have meant that it actually makes sense for us to grow tofu for once. Right. So the room needs cooling. I need to actually set up this pipe now. So now we need to confirm that this is actually going to work. What we want is... we want this pipe to be finished as well. And then we should be able to start leading the ethanol around here to cool everything off. Tofu uses less water per calorie. Actually, that's a good point. That is a good point. I did not fully consider that. Yeah, because the polluted water, you're polluting the water, it's going into trees. You're getting the ethanol out of that, and that's quite efficient. Good point. We found another object. We found an iron volcano. Ah, see, this is this is what we're looking for. There we go. So maybe we'll put the pod here. You know, in this cursed area. Yeah, dig this out as well. And then we'll put the mini pod here next to the iron volcano, and then we can melt it later. No docks available. It's kind of a weird one. It's alright. Yeah, obviously you can't breathe in here. Probably worth putting the exosuit dock on now, because they can't breathe in there. Yeah, you're fertilizing all of these. You still need to grow. So the ethanol is coming in here now. So what should be happening... Why are we getting... Ah, that's warm ethanol. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was confused because this is minus 22 and this is 22. So we're getting the cold ethanol going up here. The hot ethanol is coming down here. We will eventually fill this up with cold ethanol again, and then it should bypass off down here. Oh, and there is always the fact that actually pit planting the arbitraries obviously makes it more water productive. But then you can make the argument that you can just pit plant sleep wheat, which I've done. I'm not sure why I would pit plant trees to make ethanol, to make tofu, and I could just pit plant the Nosh Sprouts, or pit plant the sleep wheat. Probably space efficiency as well. Sleep wheat isn't very space efficient. But this pipe is backing me up with hot ethanol. Right, and now we're continuously getting cold ethanol because it's cooled that batch. That should continue to happen because we're not actually... I can just remove this as well. Let's see. Yeah, we'll remove all of this now. We don't need this anymore. Remove this. We don't want it all the way up there. And I guess the sign will just be when this actually fills up enough that we can send it through. Because it should eventually happen. So I guess Okay, look. Look, you do not need to micronutrient fertilize this while it's not the right temperature. I could put some ice temperature plates in here. That would help. In fact, I am going to do that because the dupes are bored. And we want to get this done. So, let's see. Polluted ice, would that be a good one? Actually, that would be... Ice is an excellent radiation shield. Put the polluted ice in here. That won't melt and that'll be colder. Yeah, let's do that. Right, you know what I said about this suit, dog? Let's turn this off. Is that really all the polluted ice? Wow. Yeah, polluted ice melts at -20. Yeah, I don't think it will get to the point of melting in here. There's not a lot of heat capacity in this room. I mean, we'll see. If it does melt, we'll just sweep it up. This is going to be an interesting colored block. It's easy to melt. Yeah, I mean, the water ones are. Dewater off gases. That's true. I think I'm still going to do it anyways, and then we'll pump the polluted out. I don't know. I just want to get it to temperature quickly, and I think the polluted ice will do that quicker. Wonder how cold that polluted ice is anyways. Yes, you've got it. What are you holding? Is there a way to actually just quickly... Yeah, here we go. Well, that polluted ice is already to temperature. So that didn't quite work, did it? Okay, hold on. Okay, so that in total is at -28.2, so that is very cold. This is -28.6. So what I'm thinking is, there's enough heat capacity in the ice compared to everything else in this room. It shouldn't get above -20, but I might be wrong. I probably am going to be wrong, but we're going to risk it for a biscuit. Because I want to get this room cold. You had temperature plates melt before getting built? Yeah, but the difference is, there's not any heat capacity here, because carbon dioxide doesn't have a lot of heat capacity. Actually, that's not bad. It doesn't have a lot of thermal conductivity. I don't know. We'll see. I just want to try it. YOLO. Yeah, exactly. YOLO. Leofar's getting stuck in. Well, you didn't quite finish that, did you? Right, so that immediately melted. Okay. Alright. Alright, fine. Yeah, that's immediately off-gassing. Great. Well, this will get the room cold. It'll get the room cold. And then we'll sweep it up. You know what? This is cold enough. Stop. Stop. Oh, I'm not replacing this with a pump. I'm just going to tile it up and we're going to sweep it. We'll put the pump back in. Alright. Alright. Well, we got the room cold, eh? We got the room cold quickly. That's what I was trying to do. Let's get all the polluted ice out here on this conveyor. Is that... I hope that's not going to melt on the conveyor. That would be embarrassing. That would be really funny if we were just conveying polluted ice and just melting in all of our rooms. Got some random polluted water here. Well, that was a very sensible decision, wasn't it? Hey, City Device, how you doing? You just caught us at a silly moment. I guess we'll uproot these. Tile these. At least we can drywall this, because we know that this stuff is going to stay here. I think what's going to happen is this loop is going to fill up at each bridge section because there's so many bridges. So, also, can you actually just reach this, please? You can get in here. Can you not actually climb up that ladder? Is that the situation? Paradupes. You're all in here. Can you actually just not get up there? No, you can. You just haven't bothered. Okay. It's behind a closed door. No, it isn't. I opened this one. Yeah, pipe system is a bit wild. I'm basically trying to make sure once this loop with the freezer coolant is full, that we take some ethanol off for the plants. Oh, it's behind this door. You're right, it's behind this door. I forgot about this door. Open sesame. Yeah, this polluted ice is definitely just melting in here. Oh well. Yeah, this is a bad plan. What's the final blueprint for today? We got the Dexter gloves. We've got those already. Oh, they're the glovelets. My apologies. What a unique and visually distinct item. Right, let's speed it up. Maybe I should have even restarted the day on this, because it's going to take a while to pump this out, but that's fine. Speed up a little bit, just because I want to see how this ethanol moves. Oh, hold on. We're getting cold ethanol shoved onto this. Right, I don't think this is working then. Yeah, because if this is blocked temporarily, then this is just going to bypass down here. Okay, that's not going to work. Maybe if we just reroute it like this, then half of it will split off. Or maybe I'll just stop everything together. It still needs to actually go through here as well, so maybe I should just put it back to how it was before. Right. Can you actually just come in here, please? So now you've got lots of stuff to do down here. Can you do this? Who's on it? Someone, May. May is on it. Okay, that's fine. Can you do that before the door recloses? Which I see. Yes. Okay, so now the loop is built. Now this should flow when it's full. Yeah. Okay, now that's working. So the cold ethanol is coming off here properly. Okay, good. That's good. Right. Let's deliver all the granite in here, that's fine. Then sweep all the polluted water up out of here. There you go. You can dump that wherever. Then we'll just get all the gas out of here again. We'll rebuild the wood burner over here temporarily. Actually, if I bring you guys in here and I trap you in here, can you breathe in this polluted oxygen? That would help. Just stay a while. Stay a while we build this pump, and that can get rid of the last bit. Put another wood burner in here. And then, yeah, the cold ethanol is starting to come in. You know what, let's bridge this as well, so it all just flows in on the same pipe. There. And then that can go here. You should hopefully start breathing in some of this oxygen. Make the problem a little bit easier for them. Deja vu. Also, you can't build that wire anymore. That should do. Yeah, you guys are slowly removing the polluted oxygen from here. You're doing your best. It's actually working better than I thought it would. Because normally when I try and get dupes to breathe excess oxygen, it doesn't go very well. This time I think it's gone pretty well. And once you start suffocating, I know that it's mostly actually gone. Oh, you need to get rid of all the bottles, right? Okay, hold on. Sweep these. Right, we need a bottle emptier for that. You know what? Cancel this. Just dump it down here. There you go, that'll do. Then get back out of there. Let's do it, bottles. How much polluted water even is that? A lot. Boo hiss. I feel like I've ended up wasting half an hour of you guys' time by like by just building those temperature plates. The room's even warm again now. Well, I mean, it's colder than it was, but yeah. Well, sometimes you just want to mess around, don't you? I mean, these ones are growing at least. Yeah, this is really annoying. We used to be managing a lot of polluted water here, nowadays not so much. I really do like this wallpaper though. So these take, wow, these take 21 cycles to grow. So they'll take 10 and a half cycles to grow with Farmer's Touch. We need to get the fertilizer on here again. Why did I remove the vent? Oh, I was going to put in a high pressure vent. Oh, okay, yeah. That's fine. Yeah, now you're coming in here and grabbing all of this. Good. The ethanol is cold and helping to cool the room. That's good. Yes, continue to dump that polluted water. Actually, that's all done now. That's good. Right, so now you just need to do this vent, which you're doing. Probably worth just getting someone to come in here and breathe a little bit the rest of it. You can go, Devon. Come in here and grab some for me. Omelets sounds okay to me. You can even reach this. It's at the top of the thing. Sorry, Devon, we're suffocating you for science today. No one ended up building this vent. We'll merge into one blob. You're not gonna go grab that, are you? Hold on. Right, okay. You can come out. Go breathe that. You decided to come and breathe this instead. Okay. Devon can't breathe that. I thought he was going to be able to breathe it if he was in the door. And it was over there. That probably would have been too lucky, though. I feel like we could probably just tile this at some point. I don't think one blob of polluted oxygen is going to make a difference. Sod it. Deconstruct this. You're getting too warm now because this is running. I have made some questionable decisions. There's perhaps a sign that I should have played Noiter instead. So we're gonna need another 10 cycles on this. What are we gonna do for 10 cycles? Do stuff on the other planet. You guys have been digging out more stuff over here. We actually got any more errands at all at the moment? We've got a few. We can continue digging out the rest of the map. I want more stuff I can do here. I mostly just have to stay here and explore. Ooh, look, a cryo tank. Hold on, I didn't know we had a frozen tank. It looks like we found a carbon dioxide geyser as well. That's not very helpful. You can put the mini pod here. There you go. There's a cool steam vent. That's pretty interesting. Wait, another carbon dioxide geyser? We got 2 carbon dioxide geysers right next to each other. Very, very cool game. Very cool. Right, well, I think you could just go... Let's go up here. Go and explore a bit more this way. CO2 rockets. That is true. That's good for CO2 rockets. Or for polluted water production. That is also very true. Put the stuff back. Change my mind. Again. Farm station goes here. Yeah, I don't think the one blob of polluted oxygen is going to make a difference. I think we just cope. Yeah, this room is getting back down to temperature now. Yeah, that's a lot of cold ethanol. Okay, I think that's a success. Provided the freezer loop is still cold enough, which it is. That's good. I'm just going to remove this bridge. We're just going to extract this, and we're going to remove this pipe, because we don't need that anymore. Achievement? What achievement? Reveal 80% of the map. Okay, fair enough. Right, and then what we need to do is we need to set this to tofu and berry sludge if we make that. You know what, just set it to edibles. That's fine. Then this needs to be set to tofu. And I'm not going to set the berry sludge yet, because we want to start growing sleep meat before we do that. Oh wow, look, we got a plug slug on our wire. Got him. Right, there you go. Nosh Sprouts. Nosh Sprouts are growing. We got another 10 cycles. So what are we going to do for 10 cycles? I could expand fish farm. I don't think I want to do that. We've done a lot of stuff with pipes. Rad research. Yeah, we could do that. I don't think if there's anything else I want to do. We've got a load of hydrogen up here. So the thing is, our power situation, like, we have this hydrogen, but I have no incentive to actually go and tame it because we've got all this coal production. Maybe what I need to do is actually start thinking about the volcanoes. Maybe I could start setting up exosuit accesses to each volcano, and we could start sort of excavating them in preparation. I think that's the next thing I want to do, really, is just start actually taming those metal volcanoes. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to set up, because we're making a load of spare ammo suits. Hold the CO2 pit at the bottom of the base. Yeah, we can just skim this. Right. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go have a bit of a break. I'll come back in a few minutes, and then I'll decide what I want to do. But I think I am going to just put an ammo suit. I think I am going to put an ammo suit terminal on each volcano, and we're going to start excavating the obsidian around them, and then thinking about what to do. But I'll be back in a sec. Bye for now. Urinator earned a skill point. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna excavate the volcanoes. I'm gonna figure out where I want to put accesses and then deal with that. Let's excavate all of this. I want to dump this salt water somewhere, so let's do that as well. I think I'm honestly just going to speed to it for now. I know the dupes are less efficient, but they don't really have a lot to... I don't need them to do a lot at the moment. I mostly just want to make sure that we spend enough time in-game today that we actually get the Nosh Sprouts and we actually get George, because that's the whole point of today. So we're just going to speed to it, and we're gonna excavate more of the map. We're gonna make some access routes for these volcanoes. We'll deal with all of this crap. I want to dump the salt water over here, down here as well, but I don't want it to go in here. It shouldn't actually go in here already, so I think I can just ladder it like this. That's fine. You're not going to be able to reach all of that, it's okay. Yeah, I don't mind if a few gaps get left, I just want you to grab most of this. So then, we're going to want to get all the salt water out of here. We're going to need a pump. Go here. And then where am I going to dump that? That pipe is actually going to have to go quite a way, because I don't want it going into the clean water. That's actually a somewhat worthwhile task. There you go. And then we'll just stick a ladder here, I guess. So that can run past this, and then... where else is that going to go? Gordon Bennett. Do I actually just want to stick that on the saltwater loop here? I think I do. I think that's actually what I want to do, because I think it's the closest I'm going to get to a decent place to stick this. So we'll just do that. That's fine. Because it's mostly cold anyways. That will help me cool it. Yeah, you guys can build all of this. We'll go on speed 2 for a little bit. Now, you might start noticing what I changed about the colony as we watch all the dupes dig out all this stuff. We got a load of poke shells in here as well. Hold on, what's overheating? Why is this overheating? Oh. Brine was too hot. Well, why was the brine too hot? I don't know. Stop making steel in here then. The hats! Yes, we changed everyone's hats. We gave everyone in the building one hat, so they all have the same hat. Yeah, let's get the salt water out here. You know what? You can actually go up here and grab this too, now that I think about it. I want all these resources. No, not like that. I'm suffocating. Oh, that's a problem. That's a big problem. How did you get down here, Ari? Right, let's see. So, Sedimentary rock goes here. Yeah, yeah. I know what to do. One of those. One of those. Then you can cancel the rest of these tasks that you can access. One ladder above the loading tile. Yeah, that's true. That would work. Wait. Who's doing this? No, we don't need Gene to bloody do this. We need someone close to the thing to do this. That's better. You better still be able to do that. Yeah, Pablo's doing it. Okay. Stop climbing down there. Back here. There you go. Get out of there. Actually, why am I making this out of sandstone? This should be sedimentary rock. Actually, I'm pretty sure this should just be igneous rock at this point, because we're feeding everything else to the hatches, or we were feeding everything else to the hatches. Take that igneous rock. Then we can queue up all of this again. Actually, don't do that for now. Then this also can go here. Go. So the issue is if I speed to it, then they're gonna run around and they're gonna be thinking for too long and they're not gonna be as productive. So I am just gonna speed 1 it. We should still be able to get the Nosh Sprout by the end of the stream. We speed 1 it. Because each cycle is 600 seconds and speed 1. And we have what? Oh, who's idle? Pav's idle. You already got up here. Okay. Let's continue exploring. It's fine. Yeah, just keep digging into this coal zone. Let's see if we've got any more things over here. Then we can keep looking around over here as well. It's fine. Yeah, just have a look over here. That's why you like to keep everyone in atmosphere more time to solve crisis. Yeah, but where's the fun in that? I mean, you're right, but I mean, like, the whole area is full of oxygen anyways, so I'm not gonna... Like, this is why this map has ended up being different from our normal runs. Normally, we do have the suit docks outside the base, so the dupes can't leave the base without being in a suit dock. But this time we haven't done it like that, because there was no clear shape I wanted to do the ladders and stuff in, because of where all the volcanoes are. But that's why I've decided to do things a bit differently this time. You guys were getting hypothermia. That does make sense. We need a wire over here as well. So that can just go over here. Then I can just come here. I do actually have suit docks here, but that's for the area that is scalding. It seems like a lot of the salt water is actually freezing into brine. It's interesting. Oh, are we making table salt? Are we doing that? We are. So presumably all these mess tables are salted. No, they're not. So clearly we actually need to get people on that. Let's priority 9 this. Because we definitely have salt. But why are these not growing? Just aren't getting enough water. So I've realized another quirk of how we've done this pipe. So, because it's forking off, the plants over here often aren't getting the water because it's forking off first. So I think what I actually want to do is I want to send it down like this. And I want to snake the pipes around a little bit. Then I can cut off the these ones. That should ensure the plants get the water more evenly. Yeah, that's better than nothing. I can remove this pipe now. That's all good. Yeah, these are already a quarter of the way grown. Next harvest, 8 cycles. Yeah, we'll get to cycle 345 today. Speed over the break. Salt water over here as well. I don't really know what to do with that water. I don't think that makes a difference. We can grab all the sand here that fell down. That's okay. Oh, hold on, wait a second, look. The cool steam vent. It's working. So this one's working just like the other one worked. These petroleum bits are up to temperature. We don't have petroleum running through this at the moment, so that's all good. We are getting the water out of this pipe. So that's good. That's all sort of connecting. Why is this going here? So this was going here. Oh, right. This pipe was going here to prime this, but now I can actually just pump this water out here as well. Yeah, that's okay. In fact, I think I can just cut this. I think I can just cut this here. Yeah, dump the rest of this water here. Yeah, move that, and then we'll remove this pipe, because we don't need this anymore. No, that's good, though. I really do like this design. Like, now we're better practiced at actually setting it up. I think it's working well. There's more stuff over here we can dig as well, but let's focus on one thing at a time. Yeah, people aren't on the gyms. They do have stuff to do. Yeah, I think we'll just get some of this minor management stuff done today, and then we'll save the rest of the stuff for next week. So yeah, I do want to dig this out as well. So you know what? Grab this. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, in second thoughts, do it like this. Yeah, then the water will continue to flow this way. And grab more stuff. And then there's stuff here to grab as well. You may as well do that. This steam vent, we will hook it up eventually, but we don't really need the water for now. Food is decayed. Bristleberry. Right, it looks like you haven't been cooking all the bristleberries. That's okay. We're making a lot of food. This has ended up a bit of a weird route, hasn't it? Yeah, put a ladder here as well. How's the breathability? Yeah, breathability is okay here. What's the temperature like on it? Oh, wait. Oh, we got a hot one. You know what? Actually, just dig this tile. It's isolated. Dig that, and then it'll stop flashing the heat. Because the abyssal-like debris doesn't actually flash the heat. It's just a tile. There you go. It's idle. No one. Guess actually you can just go like this. I was idle again. Alright, did you discover anything else interesting? We're going to keep sending you in search of interesting things. Without, hopefully, inundating yourself with water. Maybe you could go this way. Yeah, you can actually go this way, and then the hydrogen should stay up here. So then you can just dig through here. The chlorine should stay in here. That should be fine. I should probably actually see who this frozen friend is as well. Big brain jar. I'm gonna remove that. Oh, we don't have demolition. That's fine. You know what? Put another. I think we're gonna unfreeze this friend. Maybe something we can do. Maybe give these guys a proper bedroom somewhere. Maybe here? Give you a little barracks here. How many cots can we fit in here? 4. That seems pretty decent. Yeah, you can do that, and then we can go and freeze your friend as well. Probably worth having a few more dupes here. We got a decorator. It's probably not you. Yeah, if we get any really good dupes again, we'll print them. But he's going 32%, 7 cycles. The meat look good, but narcoleptic. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to bother with skill points. We'll speed to it a bit longer. Shine bugs will spread out now. They must have felt cooped up. Or perhaps the Critologic finally realized they weren't all supposed to be crammed into this one spot here. They all woke up. You can dig this. We've got a lot of polluted oxygen over here. All the off-gassing. I think we can set up some deodorizers there. Well, that might be good. You know what? Just stick some. Would George be offended if we put deodorizers next to his house? I don't know. We have got wires, so just stick them here. We can sweep this up, and then we can get a load more clay. How much ceramic do we have? Good lord! We have 150 tons of ceramic. Okay, I guess this isn't actually that important. How on earth have we made so much ceramic? I guess we have been actually cleaning that polluted oxygen vent this whole time. Even still, I didn't think it was that much. Here you go. Enjoy. It's not like we're short of sand. What's happened here? Why have we got a brine? I think we had a load of liquefiables here. Maybe sweep this up. I think I'm actually going to just dump this down here so you guys don't get wet. We're up to about 2 million calories now. It's pretty good. Yeah, more lumber, that's good. Yes, I'm glad I planned this out and it's got done pretty quickly. Anything interesting over here? I think I do actually need to tell you to dig down here. Also, there isn't any oxygen in this zone, so I need to be aware of that. There is oxygen down here. So how about we... How about we do this? So we can get some oxygen coming up through here. And breathe. And then you can go... You can go over here. Hide some speedles. There's oxygen there too. Oh, you need to activate this as well. Yeah, here you go. Right, let's continue to speed to it. Well, you're certainly managing to get up there. You guys really are struggling to think about what to do, though. When you speak to it, you just don't get anything done. Oh well. Wait. Why are you guys wearing suits? Oh, right. You're actually going through this terminal now. Right, we don't want that. We don't need you in suits here. Oh, that's why this was disconnected. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Yeah, there you go. I see. I done goofed. Yeah, dig out that sand as well. You can dig that out now. The poke shell is very proud of himself for finding a perch. I do actually just want to melt this ice as well. That's another thing we can do. So, melting this ice. Again, the quickest way of doing this is definitely just some kind of metal refinery. I think. Yeah, because I want to clear all this space so we can keep extending our facilities. That's why I don't have much polluted ice. Yeah, because generally I'm trying to melt it. You know, as a little side challenge. I'll tell you what. Let's put another coal plant here. We'll set up a metal refinery over here, and then we'll start melting this the old-fashioned way. Instead of doing more algae terrariums. And that will actually want to be... Actually, that wants to be its own separate line. So, cancel that. Cancel this. And go there. Go there. Do this. We can move the coal line again. There you go. If you can priority 9 all of this stuff, that'd be good. What else are you doing that's priority 9? Oh, all of that, right. Make that priority 8. 2. And then... Yeah, we don't need any more of these bottlenecks. We still have the big old blob of chlorine that we put here to keep our food fresh. That's funny. Yeah, you can remove these as well. I think we'll start with this one. So that is already almost completely heat sealed. I'm probably going to want to put like a little vacuum liquid lock here. Yeah, we could do something quick here. Actually, yeah, let's move that over there. Stick this in. And then let this out here. I don't even need to ladder this, really. Who's... Oh, wait, who's trapped? Right. Interesting oversight. I need to dig that. And you can get down here? Yeah, I know, Ruby. You'll be alright. Yucky bugs. Oh, okay, now you can actually go. Yeah, just go. Just go, it's fine. Yeah, make that priority 8, that's okay. And then this wire can go here. What I'm going to do for now is... For now, I'm probably just going to put it over here. So we'll just make a little... Let's make a little metal refinery. You know, definitely the intended purpose of this building. It's not like we don't need more metal. Vision sensor. Where is it? Come on. Come on, brain. I can just put that here, and then you can just build a tile here. That's fine. And then we won just a little pool of petroleum. Go there, and then this can be insulated. That can go up here, and then we can just dump it over here. It's fine. Put 2 bottle empties in. Why not? Oh, speaking of petroleum, how is the petroleum doing? How's it cooking? It's up to about 260 degrees over here. There's pretty much no thermal transfer over here, so that's good. This is up to about 180. I've realized something. We've been heating and cooling all of this debris at the same time. Perhaps worth us grabbing that, sticking it somewhere else. Maybe just make a load of storage bins here, and then we'll start sweeping that up. Because that's definitely going to affect how long this takes. I mean, it's... yeah, because there's just a lot of igneous rock in there we're heating too. We've still got the polluted oxygen here as well. Why not in the atmosphere area? Less distance. Oh yeah, that's true. We'll do that. Yeah, this is still cold up here. We can just stick these all... We do actually need to open this up again. It's not currently open. We'll just open up one. Oh, that should be fine. It's actually relatively little heat conducted through here, somehow. I'm sure there's a little loss, but it's not a huge amount. You can seal up again afterwards. In fact, let's just seal this up now. It's fine. We opened this up just so we can grab some petroleum. Actually, let's leave that open. Yeah, because we're going to dump that petroleum at the top. Yes, it would be nice to actually finally melt this. Yeah, and then this can just go up here. That's all fine. How are you guys doing? You guys are very cute. They're just making a lot of noise. Idle. Probably Pav again. No, it's Liam. Liam is trapped. How do you get trapped, fella? Oh, right. You can't access this ladder. You can just dig the snow. I do not mind the snow, in all honesty. It has relatively little material. So now you can get out of here. Okay. Time to shut the lights. You know what? Let's do a fish update. Or the fish up to. Is Whiskers anywhere to be seen? Doesn't look like it. I don't know. Oh, Whiskers is at the back by the big plant. Then, any frogs visible? Even there's a frog right underneath the filter. Something faint. That's alright now, we got the cover on it. And we'll again have... You are running out of stuff to do. Right, tell you what, friend. We got an unknown area here. This looks like a vacillator. I guess you could just dig into here and get you vacillated. That would be a good thing to do. Yeah, there is actually a lot of resources we can bring back to the main base from here. Maybe it is worth doing. I was going to say, if you got hypothermia just from that, that would have been a bit rubbish. Yes, sadly there isn't a big stock of wild sleep meat because we only just came here. You go in here. There you go. Easy clap. Right. Inspect. Go, Pav, go. We're gonna get big brain time. Ooh, deep diver's lungs. That's really good. Half the oxygen consumption. That's really gonna help this asteroid. Nice. Right, so what else do I want you to do? There is oxygen here. I could get you to go up this way. Yeah, let's get you to go this way. You can actually grab some of this iron, maybe. There's very little of it. It's better than nothing. And then we can make our way over to the frozen friend, I think. Right, let's see. This needs petroleum. This needs petroleum. This needs an automation wire. That's fine. You definitely need to build this. Let's use the arrow keys again. Why did I stop doing that? We got steam. Nice. Let's see. Make these sweep only or priority 1. Then put some sweep errands on these. Just in case people get really bored. Get the stuff out of here so we can cook the petroleum more effectively. Actually, we can make this high priority because there's only a few suits here, so they're not going to overcommit dupes to this. I set it to priority 2 apparently. There you go, our first priority 2 errand. Man, this is a big radioactive biome. I didn't realize how big this is. It's huge. Right, you're almost done with this. You just need to build these pipe segments. So I guess we'll need to ladder like that. Look how many friggin' coal generators we have. Hold on. Let's look at the colony report. So how many coal generators do we have, game? Anyone want to guess? We have 47 coal generators. That's a lot. I feel like that's a lot. And how much coal do we have? We have 414 tons. Petroleum is going in here. I do need you to stick some oil in here. Do the same for this one if you want. You can pick this up. Also, I've got this. I need to steal this. Probably been letting a load of heat out this way. Yeah, insulate that better. I think that was just so that we could grab copper, but we've already grabbed all the copper from this area. By the time you use coal generators... Oh, because you're doing super sustainable, you never use them. Yeah, I guess it's like the one reason why you don't normally do it. Right, let's... I don't know why you didn't build that yet. That's fine. Let's speed to it again. You know what? You can remove this as well. What a weird conveyor belt. Tell you what, if we look at this, we've got quite a few conveyor belts at the moment. And we haven't even actually done anything with this room in a while. Because we were going to get all the copper to come out of here, but we haven't really bothered. We'll do that later, but I'm not super interested in that. Guys up to? You're having a party. I could drywall this room. Yeah, we've left this long enough. Let's make this a rainbow room too. Here you go, have fun. You do come in here occasionally. Running radbolt generators off wheels isn't great. No, it doesn't sound like it. You know what, I'm just gonna drywall this too. Whatever. I don't think this is going anywhere. That being said, this does not need to be high priority. Make that priority 8. Yeah, I guess I'm just not that fussed when it comes to achievements. Like, apart from the ones I don't have yet. You're... Oh, God, you've trapped yourselves. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, get out of here. Just seal it in here. Oh, right, you're just grabbing the rock. Okay. Who's doing this? Mouse. That is fine. Can we actually get this built? No pending deliveries. What do you mean no pending deliveries? You're not allowed in here? We have copper. Not all sealed off, is it? I don't know. I'm going to build this out of something else. Let's just build this out of... Let's build this out of... Ugh. Build this out of lead. What is the temperature distribution? Oh, right. I need to reorganize this piping a little bit. So let's remove these. Go here. We're going to remove this as well. God damn it, you've done it again. I should have watched Sandra. I'm very happy with his current situation. He's desperate to fetch rock. I guess it is actually the closest rock to the hatches. That's pretty funny. Who's doing this? Mozzarella. Good. Good lad. Sweep this up out of here as well. So we got another 4.5 cycles on these. God, I hate Nosh Sprouts. I just do. There's Ari again, trying his best. Right, okay. You can put oil in here. It's fine. Oh god, look at red hair figuring out what to do. Poor little lady. This will just set to steel because it generates the most heat. We have no shortage of lime. We have 4 tons of lime. We have no shortage of refined carbon either. 5 tons of that. Yeah, I still don't get why you guys aren't making table salt. We just literally need to reset this again. You don't have any salt? What do you mean you don't have any salt? What are you doing with all the salt? What's all this then? Gotch mist. Oh, right, the suit dock doesn't have oxygen. Interesting. Overheating. Liquid pump. Oh, right, that is hot. That is very hot petroleum. Actually, that's such hot petroleum. Perhaps you should just be dumping that in the room as is. Yeah, I think the salt is unreachable. Tell you what, can I stick a pitcher pump here? And then we can grab all this petroleum that's already cooked. That'd be pretty good. But yeah, let's not have super hot petroleum here. I feel like I made a mistake. I feel like I should literally just be, instead of bothering with all of this, like if the petroleum was cold, we could bother with this. Let's not even bother. Let's just actually stick the bottle empties back here and just dump the hot petroleum in here. What's the temperature of the liquid you want to pitch pump? Well, it's around 200 C at the moment. I mean, I could just take the crude oil from over here instead. Maybe that would be easier. Yeah, maybe that's what we do. So deconstruct this. Make it out of ceramic. Let's just pitcher pump the cold crude oil and then warm it up in the metal refinery. And then what I'll do is actually remove this. You know what? Leave this here. It's fine. Don't bother with this. I don't want the hot petroleum actually just hanging out over here. It's not really what I want. What I want is to dump cold crude oil in here and then feed this around this until it gets hot enough. I mean, to be fair, After one lot, it should be hot enough to melt this. We'll just get them to keep moving it. That's fine. Ab, you're idle again. Let's continue the quest for a friend. This is actually a vacuum here, but it is sealed. Yeah, let's go like this. This slime here doesn't have any germs in it. Oh, it does! Oh, no germs. Ooh. Do this. Let's go around here instead then. Yeah. Those slime space radiation. Nah, we're just gonna ladder around it. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just do that. Easy. You can redeliver these suits. Yeah, this room looks much better now. It's all full of rainbows. Any particularly good dupes? We've got an early bird farmer with narcoleptic. Nah, I don't want any more narcoleptics. He's getting the water. Are we literally running out of the water for this? They're not pumping faster. Right, so what we'll do is... Yeah, we'll just hook it up. Just hook it up with the crude oil. That should be fine. We've got a load of hot stuff in here to start off with anyways. So let's just put some pitcher pumps in. One here. I don't know, one here. We play Verdante, Iridio, or Folia. I like Iridio. It's a really fun challenge, not being able to grow like the mealwoods and stuff. You have to come up with some interesting builds at the start just to get food. I do want to do a Folia run at some point. But yeah. So I'm not sure what to do next week. So getting George is a pretty big milestone. Because part of the aim of this run was to do the story traits. We've done the Ancient Specimen. We haven't actually used it, though. We will plan on using it with all these volcanoes. But getting George is a big part of that. So I will be pleased to have that done today. And then the last one to do is a Somnian Synthesizer. So I'm thinking is next week, maybe I actually start looking at this. We get that trait done as well. And basically trying to find stuff to do while we're waiting for other stuff. I don't want to just be fast forwarding. I want to have ideas. I want to have good ideas about what to do. But the other thing is I kind of want to just spend a big chunk of time getting the video ready for the summarizing the Verdante Oil Zone run. So I might actually take some time that I would normally stream and finish that video instead. I don't know. Right, there you go. Pipe. Pipe, pipe, pipe. That should be insulated pipe. That should definitely be insulated pipe here. Yeah, because that was an interesting run as well. And to be honest, I want to do that before we start breaking into these volcanoes. Because part of that run was a really involved volcano tamer I want to replicate and improve. So I'd like to release that video before we start messing with the volcanoes. Right, that's lots of hot petroleum. That should start melting some of this ice. We're getting some steam. We're getting some steam, that's a good sign. I think this is mostly regular ice. Super coolant. Yes, I've got to admit, betting on me going to space is not a good bet most of the time. Oh, look, we've got the empty bed. Gotta get George in here. Yeah, silly device is about the right level of faith with me. Especially tonight. Yeah, you're not idle. What are you talking about? Yeah, we'll defrost his friend and have a look. Frozen friends are always pretty nice. Let's get another mess table here as well. One bathroom should still be good for now. Yeah, good we're finally getting a decent amount of polluted water coming out of these things. Man, so I've seen that some people set their autosave threshold to every 5 cycles instead of every cycle. I'm not sure I want to do that, because I kind of like having an autosave every cycle in case something goes wrong. Right. Saltwater pipe is done. I can actually just hook this up now. I can go like that. Oh. Oh, right, out of power. Okay. Wire. I think I actually just deconstructed the wire. That's quite funny. We have now dumped some hot crude oil in there. Good job. Where is the hot... Are you pitch pumping that from here? Or did you just literally grab this from here? Wow, you guys have done quite well on the whole sweeping front. Although, that being said, I would have preferred if you actually got these done first. That's alright. I guess you just had some bottles of hot oil. Right, we have a vacuum in here now again. That's good. So let's see. I want you to grab some more lead again. Yeah, move this here so that our temperature sensor will actually work again. And then I think we just dig out the igneous rock. Use uranium instead of lead. You know what? That's an excellent idea. We have depleted uranium as well. Let's see. Where is that? I do like a good reason to use depleted uranium. It's right here. Move that down here. Yeah, that should stay more stable than this. Than the lead. Let's re-enable access through here. Let's make sure someone actually does this. Is to try using molten depleted uranium from radiation generation. Yeah. I don't know why the devs put 100 and whatever degrees. In fact, let's just check. Depleted uranium. I don't know why they set this to melt at 133 degrees C. It melts at 1130 degrees C. But having the metal melt at such a low temperature does mean it's very useful for things like this. It doesn't have very good thermal conductivity, but that's not too much of a problem. Yeah, now you guys can extract this. And build that here. We can actually uncover this volcano a little bit. In fact, yeah, you can just do this. It's fine. Still overheating. Where are we getting all this hot oil from? do we actually have a pitcher pump in here, or is this just oil that was on the ground? Because this oil is cold. You've got some hot oil. Oh, it's all that oil from over here. Well, that's not very cashmere. I guess we will make this out of steel. Yeah, stop repairing this. Stop wasting the gold. That is hot enough we can literally just dump it in here. We have iron. We are out of iron. I guess we can make some iron again then. So that can go here. Here, I guess. You may as well make it here too. We'll keep an eye on our iron reserves. That is something I should do. I should start grabbing the iron from the other planet. How much steel do we have now? 23 tons. It's pretty good. The friend. Pav has made an amazing discovery. A barely working cryotank 3000 has found a pay in a frozen state. Pav was successful in thawing this pay, and this encounter has filled both duplicants with a sense of hope. We desperately need to keep the morale up when facing dangers ahead. Pay is thawed. Wait, I've just realized something. We done goofed. So, first of all, there's pay. Good job. What's your skills? Oh no, they're a farter. Oh, we can't escape. We can't escape the farters. They're following us from the flip farters run. No. Reload. Reload. No, I'm not reloading today. We need to get George. And a bottomless stomach, that's fine. Well, what are your skills? She's a plus 16 farmer. That's not bad. I think we persevere. I think we persevere and we keep pay the amazing farmer. But we're gonna have to think about that. It's still bad. Yeah, I don't want to reload it. It feels cheesy. We could have one flatulent dupe. I'm not reloading the cycle. I want to get to George. Also, yeah, we already defrosted some for this one. We did that a while ago. Oh man, I don't know. Farters suck. I don't want one farter. That's the worst thing. Because then you have to build all the infrastructure to handle that anyways, or like a pump to handle all natural gas. Like half a cycle in exchange for no farts. Yeah, we're not going to get George done today. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that you guys aren't convincing me. Yeah, whatever, we'll speed to it. We'll speed to it. I'll save it before Pav gets there. Man, if it wasn't Flatulent, I would have put up with it. But Flatulent is just going to cause all sorts of hazards. It's going to definitely take more time in the long run to deal with it. God damn it. I mean, I did strictly say as well, no farters this time. Anemic narcoleptic farter now. Yeah, perfect. Yep. Is how it should be. We may just have to stay up a little bit late. Oh. Yes, future me. Did I do anything Did I do too much over the last cycle? I don't think I did. We need a stables repair on that. We need to put some insulated tile here. Set this to iron. We'll just set this one to iron, I think. And I'll make sure to go to the other planet and... save before we log that person again. I mean, I'm trying to remember what we even did. I think we did too much. You know what, let's just actually watch you do this time. The Adventures of Bav. Just take absolutely ages waiting around if I do this. What's with the suit dock there? Okay, so sealed that off. What else did I even do? Oh, we queued up all of this. Yeah. Yeah, stick this in here. Then you can dig over here. Dig this out. That's all good. You can go back through here. The depleted uranium, we're going to put in the list. That is going to go over here. Yeah, that's fine. You need harder medium clusters. Yeah, I agree. If they're going to add any maps, they should add like more medium cluster options. I think that's a good idea. Right, I think you guys can handle that. Let's just keep an eye on Pav. Make sure they don't inflict any more farters on us. And I don't need a Dupe to be overly productive, so maybe we'll just speed 2 until we get to George. I should make a list for this planet as well, shouldn't I? Put gold on the list. Algae, maybe. Metal ore, yes. Steel and plastic as well, because we'll probably import those. This time we didn't actually make it because we were on speed 2. So that's the funny thing. We know the dupes are slower on speed 2 at actually doing stuff, because Pav did this before downtime last time. Wait, does this not have the errand? Oh, I didn't put the errand on this. Okay, that explains it. Boo hiss. Well, maybe a bit of column A, maybe a bit of column B. Save now. I'll save it in a minute. I don't want to re-go through the downtime. Go. Oh, are you already there? You are already there. Oh. Okay. I thought you were. Oh, god damn it. This better be all right. You better be a non-farter. Right. Okay, look. What have we got? God damn it, we got another farter. Oh no. God damn it! I thought that they weren't going to go and grab pay before going to bed. I don't know why. I guess it was like an urgent errand. God damn it. Oh, yeah, you're rubbish. Right, okay. Try again. One more time. One more time. Pay farted jump scare. Good grief. What are you up to, fishies? We got a snail. Got a snail hanging out. Fishies generally figure out which snails are big enough. Big enough that they can't eat them. Little snails usually get eaten. I do move some big snails over from this thing. So there. Right, let's try again. Let's just get A unlocked, and then we'll do the rest of the stuff. Let's go speed through it. Do a few little things. We'll just get back to where we were. Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to interrupt downtime. It's really weird because dupes don't actually like. See, actually on speed 3 you're going a bit faster. Now you're just not thinking. I need to get you to stop auto repairing this because I don't want you to waste gold. So let that break. Defrost friend. Yeah, now let's see what the time discrepancy is. I'll save it when they get here. This is why I don't actually like reloading for things. I'm having a think. I don't understand how people actually do this in Speed 3 and just have their dupes waiting around for ages. I take defrost friend, I can't cancel it. Yeah, I know, but that doesn't. This button doesn't affect what the dupe comes out as, does it? It's just when the dupe actually does the thing, right? Like, if I save it here, even though the errand's already queued up, the dupe is going to be different if I reload it, right? Well, let's test that. You're actually going to make it on time? Maybe. No. Right, well, we're going to yellow alert this because I'm not waiting any longer. Yeah, I'm going to save it after he's dug the tile. I'll save it now. Try again. So see, now, this errand is at priority 150. But eat and use down... Oh, right, so eating and using the toilet are higher priority, but relaxing isn't. How weird. Well, I guess it's not that weird. Go eat your meal, then we'll go save it again. Let's enjoy your meal. Eating a bog jelly, very nice. Nicer than usual, at least. Right. Save when you get to... Oh, now you're going to sleep. Yeah, this has been way slower on speed 3. This is the whole game speed paradox, where it speeds up time for you, but it doesn't actually speed up time for the dupes doing stuff because they spend longer thinking. Like, if their task doesn't involve thinking, then it does get sped up. Well, at least we get to keep the deep divers lights. Oh, actually, that's interesting. I just noticed something. So, Path has yucky lungs. So they're breathing in 80 grams of oxygen at the moment. So the effect of yucky lungs is just adding a flat 30 grams per second consumption. But it's actually 60% more oxygen consumption than normal because they're in polluted oxygen. I didn't actually realize that was additive. Well, that's interesting. Right, save. Save time. Are we going to get a third farter? Is Pay just hard-coded to be a farter? Let's see. Slap the thing. Oh, we got a Lindsay this time. Okay. We got a Lindsay. Right, you're not a farter. You have small bladder. That's it. Construction, athletics, strength. Okay, you know what that'll do. You are not actively harmful to the colony. Right, that's fine. Lindsay, you can have... I guess you could just have... building and then... I think I already gave Pav supplying, so I think I'll just take you to building 3. That's fine. Enjoy your hat. Right, there we go. So now we can actually fix all the stuff we were doing before. Right, so set that again. Pick this insulated tile. That oil's not even as hot. And then we'll queue up all this stuff again. Right, go through the door, that's fine. Oh yeah, you're idle now, yeah, that makes sense. Let's go down here and have a look. You dig that plant? No, I'll breed that plant. Come down here, and then we can just start looking around. I know you can come in this way. I want you to be able to come in this way as well. Yeah, that's some oxalite. That's good. Yeah, come in here and have a look. And then reset these again. It's fine. Priority 9. Help this heat up a bit faster. You're actually going to bring the stuff here. Got priority 9. Keep this out. There we go. Yeah, Lindsay's not a farter. We did it. Lindsay is not actively harmful for the colony, and is not making us actively break a promise. So there we go. Who's scolding? You're scolding because you're standing in the oil. That's fine. Right, this should start melting fairly soon. Let's replace this with a steel pump. And let's queue up. Yeah, that diamond's been queued up, that's good. Just dig this out. Make this all diamond. And then we'll just connect it straight to the volcano. And then hopefully that should actually just absorb the heat from the volcanoes. And these should still keep erupting. That's the aim. And then we should have unlimited heat. It's actually impressive how much of this igneous rock we've... or this magma we've solidified doing this. I would like to let all of these volcanoes just erupt onto this spike. Yeah, that's going to take a little while to heat up. You can reach all of that, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Nosh Sprouts. 2.6 cycles. The funny thing is, I feel like if we speed it up too much, these things don't get fertilized either, and then it takes even longer to grow them. Yeah. You can also make a steam room with the volcanoes to take the heat with diamond tiles. Yeah, we'll do something proper later. I just want to get it to the point where the volcanoes are actively erupting for now. Because I mean, the diamond is conductive. If it's all in a vacuum, I guess the only thing is, yeah, at the moment, when we're digging this out, we're losing half the rock mass. And at the moment, I don't really care about the rock mass, but eventually we're going to want a solution where we do get all of the mass out of the volcano. Because, yeah, this part of the map is actually quite cold now. We do need to start... Well, I say quite cold, it's still 500 degrees. Similarly, this debris has started to lose a lot of its heat. A is idle. Yeah, we've got two tables there. We're both digging down here. Pav and Lindsay, best buds. We've got a magma biome down here as well. Okay. I guess just come down here. And have a look over here. Anything else interesting over here? Just dig this out for now. Or at least exploring a lot of this. No, that seems to be it. That's okay. I'll tell you what. You can come in here as well. And then come down here. And then I think we'll just go underneath this. We'll have a look on this side. It's fine. Sweet sucrose. Was this ceiling light made out of? This one. Sedimentary rock, apparently. Looks like the uranium melted. Great. Sweep that up, I guess. You can dump that in here, I guess. Actually, no, we don't want that tiling up. You know what? Just leave it here. It's fine. For now. Okay, so this is reactivating the sensor. You know, I do want you to sweep this up. Yeah, sweep that up. Just leave it here. Okay, let's speed do it again. Grow, damn you, grow. I just want my tofu. I just want my spicy tofu. Let's set this to spicy tofu. Can. We now have 41 kilograms of pinch of pepper nut. That's pretty good. Oh no! We don't have natural gas. We're out of natural gas. Oh, this is erupting again. Oh, okay, we're fine. Oh, wouldn't that have been funny if we actually ran out of natural gas to cook the thing with, and we'd been turning down the fire for this whole time? What a travesty. Well, thanks for hanging out tonight anyways, because I realize I haven't really done a lot. But it's just been nice vibing. And I want to get this done. I just want to get George. Because we've never done that before, and that does mean a little bit of waiting. We have been doing other stuff in the meantime. Is this actually connected? I don't think this is connected. Yeah, we forgot to connect this. But we can get that salt water pumped in there. I can go here as well. Still full of hot oil. Probably not the best plan, but I mean, we want these rooms to be hot, so whatever. It's not like we haven't got hot stuff in this area already. Yeah, and this ice is getting fairly close to melting. What else do I want to do? Oh, I know what I'll do. Let's actually drywall the access shafts. Seems worthwhile. Now, what color am I going to make these? I think I'm just going to make these white. Seems like the standard choice. You're going to spend enough time on these anyways. No, not that one. Yeah, you can get started on this. And then this one here we can do the same thing with. Yeah, just do up to here. I don't think we do anything else. Oh, maybe this one. Yeah, this one can be white as well. So I'm basically just drywalling areas to tell myself that they're finished and that they're not going to change very much. And everything that's not drywalled is going to still be up in the air a little bit. Maximum hotness unleashes steam vent. Oh god, speaking of hotness, may I touch them is touching the hot oil. You know what, I think you can stop dumping oil in here for now. That's enough oil for now. Oh, right, the pump. Yes, steel. We appear to be missing something. Also, right, silly device. You posted about Packy Farm. You remade your Packy Farm, besides fixing the issue with multiple eggs hatching once every 100 cycle. I improved an improvement based on his moans. It fits on 2 floors now, can be used as surfboard. You put it in a Discord. Okay, let's have a look at that quickly. Right. Move emote wall. Here we go. Compact Pacu farm for 2 fish breeder. Keep both breeder and excess fish separate to reduce lag. Separate replenish chamber. Constant amount of eggs with excess dropped in a open door. Keep starvation tank only overcrowded. 2 ladders for extracting eggshells. 2 loaders for extracting eggshells, pea dirt, and filter to separate lines. It's 2 standard floors. Very nice. 2 simple automation lines, easily expandable to increase the number of breeders. Yeah, I like this. Yeesh. I do like the whole tricolor thing going here as well. I know you're filling it with the different liquids just to save on the amount of liquid needed to fill this tank. It does look quite pretty. And then, as you say, you can just replicate it going along here. Yes. A variant with surfboard that has 5 breeders. Hold on. Oh, what's going on? Okay, you're scolding. It's fine. Stop scolding. Stop scolding, forehead. Yeah. Yeah, I like this a lot. Maybe we do that next time we do a Paku branch. Here you go, have a fish. I do like that design. Put ladders over that pump. Then it's just going over there. Ah, yes, true. Yeah. Good idea. Yes, do the drywalls. Drywalling time. Oh no, look, we got some brine in here again. What happened? What did happen? Did I empty a pipe? By accident? Am I accidentally venting a pipe? I don't know. Which brine we got? We got 8 kilograms. Oh, I see what happened. We got 8 kilograms of brine down here. And that displaced all the liquid. God damn it. Right. Sweep that up, please. The fish are getting all confused. Poor confused fish. Lindsay's on the job. We got another Lindsay. Actually, that's interesting. Why have we 2 Lindsays? Okay, hold on. There you go. Oh no, the brine keeps getting in here. Which brine did we let in here? Large amount, obviously. Try again. Who's idle? Lindsay. Let's go have a look. No, you're not idle anymore. We're exploring down here, that's fine. There's no heat leak over here, is there? No, although that was very close. Unpermitted food. Oh yeah, Lindsay, you can have anything, that's fine. There you go. There we go. Right, what we got? Pink Unita. Oh my god. What a fucking troll. What a troll is this printing pod. What have we spent the whole stream trying to do? Get some spicy tofu by growing Nosh Sprouts for the first time ever. What does the printing pod do? Gives us friggin' spicy tofu. Well, I guess it does save us about 15 minutes at this point. Ugh. Well, I'm making spicy tofu on stream at principle, but we're gonna print the spicy tofu. You're actually a pretty good dude. I don't want to print another dude though. No, we're gonna print the spicy tofu. What a troll. I might just make this the thumbnail. It's me grabbing the spicy tofu. How to acquire spicy tofu. Best strat. Right, okay, whatever. Print it on the other planet. No. No, we're feeding it to George. No. Right. Spicy tofu goes to George. Let's actually do this. Give me a spicy tofu. Select. There we go. And we'll make it ourselves afterwards. Yellow alert it. Someone's already... yeah. Here you go. Liam. Oh yeah, because it is downtime. Right, Liam, you better do this. Liam's here. What's wrong, Gordon? Why are you sad, Gordon? Right, here we go. Liam has the spicy tofu that we definitely got legitimately ourselves. What a fucking troll. This whole stream has been a troll stream. 2 flatulent cryopod dupes in a row. Future plan to open these bedroom doors. The reason... Oh, there's George. Okay, right. I love how Liam just looks confused. He's just like, well, I didn't want to come to this, but my hand has been forced. That's right. That's quite funny. Right, okay. Let's go for it. Why are you looking sad? No, he doesn't want the spicy tofu. No, you're gonna change your mind. George? George? Come out. Come out, George. Oh, full bladder face. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Food must be great quality or higher. This is great quality, isn't it? Yeah, it's superb quality. Yeah, there we go. Now you can have it. George! What are you doing? Eat the tofu! There's no way you don't like tofu. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. He just like, he knows. He just knows. He doesn't like it. There he is. You serious? We're just gonna watch. I am actually just gonna watch this until he eats the tofu. And if he comes out another time and he doesn't like it, then we'll try and reload it. Maybe he recognizes we didn't grow it. Maybe he recognizes that we cheated. I don't think that's the case. Maybe he doesn't like printed ones. He's eating something. Let's try again. Beggars can't be choosers. Well, in this case, I think you can. That's literally what's happening. Where are you, Bubbles? You're here. We grabbed another spicy tofu. You can sweep this up as well. I could melt the gravity shipping container. Wouldn't that melt George as well? Right, here you go. Have another spicy tofu. Right, you've recognized it. Okay, look. We're about to catch the moment. Yay! George liked the food! Right. The hermit loved the food. Tastier than the still warm pretzel that once fell off an unsupervised desk. Hermit recruitment progress. Success. My duplicate's cooking. Yes, cooking! Has whetted the hermit's appetite for communal living. They've also tucked what appears to be an old page from the old logbook behind the mailbox. Right, so we've got another one of these. Notable improvement to nutrient retention. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is like a test. This is like a test, like on Earth, where they had they were setting up a colony on Earth in like an old mine shaft. That's cool. Interesting. Right, story trait complete. We get the scene. Yeah! That's what we've been waiting for. My sweet duplicate's efforts paid off. Our reclusive neighbor has agreed to join the colony. The only keepsake he insists on bringing with him is a toolbox, which, while rusty, seems to hold great sentimental value. Now that he'll be living among us, his former home can be deconstructed or repurposed as storage. Welcome, new duplicants. Yes. Right. There we go. We did it. Toolbox. Yes, we can put that over here instead of the spore kid seed. Yeah. Remove. Right, let's go have a look at George. Yeah, George. Now what are you up to? So first of all, so you're interested in tidying. Can you imagine if George was flatulent? Can you imagine if that happened? I had to reload again at the end of the cycle. I should have saved. Right, so tidying, researching, rocketry, irritable bowel, ancient knowledge, like the others. Wow, look. So he has 7 default in every attribute. That's pretty good. That's very good. And he's got lots of interest as well. One of them's piloting, but that's fine. Maybe George could be a 3rd researcher. And then he is charismatic. So this dupe's... Hold on, yeah, he's... So this dupe's so charming, chatting with him is sometimes enough to trigger an overjoyed response. Wow, that's pretty good. You can move it artifacts and leave them on the floor to improve decor without building a pedestal. Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna have the pedestal anyways. Do we have another suit for George? We may need to make a suit for George. Yeah, let's make a suit for George. Okay, George, you get the suit that everyone else is wearing. Lindsay, you're idle again. You guys can just dig through here for now. See what you can find. Similarly, you can just dig through here, I guess. The area near the artifact analysis station is a decor bomb. Right, yeah, let's put the rusty toolbox here. And then this seed... I'm just going to put the spore kid seed in... Oh, there's a pip in here. I'm just going to keep the spore kid seed here, so that it doesn't get misplaced. Another pedestal? Oh, we could do that. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Here we go. Right, so priorities. I actually need to give people some priorities. So, Lindsay, you can just focus on building. And then George, I don't really know what to prioritize you in, because you're good at everything. I mean, I guess you're interested in researching. I guess we prioritize you in researching, and then just building, digging, I think. Yeah, I think we do that for now. George! He's at the top of the list. He's the center of attention. We gotta get him some new clothes. Also, what this means is, if we go to the supply closet, we can now select George on one of these. Bug uncategorized. Oh, that's the mod for the marble statues. That's interesting. George, where are you? Will you be on this list? I guess not. I've seen George on this list. Maybe he needs to roll a cycle. George. You're all flopping now. Great. Inspired. I guess move this down here and empty it after you've swept up the remaining brine. I don't know how that brine got in there. You're all idle again. Yep, that makes sense. Well, we got George, but at this point, I just want to grow the Nosh Sprout as well and actually make the tofu. Because I feel like this is... I feel like perhaps... Oh, I don't know. I feel like just waiting for the pod to give us the thing and then getting George would have been a bit cheesy. I'm glad we actually grew it. We've done it just this once. Right, priority is the sweet. Yeah, make that a priority 9. Yeah, there you go. And then... Right. Then empty this. So that the fish can breathe. God, it's really weird seeing them all flop like that. I guess the pod felt sorry for me. Yeah, true. Right, Spore Kid Seed, where are you? Yeah. Go here. Mercy. Yes, we got some mercy, I think. Right, there you go. Enjoy your water. Now you're all back to normal. That's good. George! Where are you? You're now at the bottom of the list. Well, that's not ideal. Alright. I'm not going to do that. We'll get George to wear the outfit. There we go. Have your snazzy blue suit. Where's George? George is here. Also, we need to give George skills, don't we? Yes. So we're going to give you researching. But we're going to give you building as well, and then you can have the customary hat. Which is very important. Scatter your artifacts all over the shop. All the medical themed ones are in a hospital. Fair enough. There's George wearing the hat. Got another smooth hatch in here. Are you not going to grab the suit, George? Come on, grab the suit. Now, we can't kill this George. We kill the meat. We can't kill a George. That's like a crime against ONI. So we got to be very careful with George. That being said, George has good skills, so maybe George will be fine. Ta-da! Oh my god, he's such a spiff. I don't know why we have a stone hatch in here. You guys can gang up on them. These things have so much health. Thankfully, we have like 40 dupes. So, should be alright. So long as you don't get like a whole ranch full of them. There you go. Wrangle them beforehand. Well, we could have, but that was like much quicker. And no one really got hurt, so. Right. We need to get George overjoyed. I mean, obviously he doesn't have much morale yet. We'll get there. Probably see that next time. LadyCon restart again? I haven't been watching LadyCon. How have they been doing? We might go raid them in a few minutes. We've actually made the friggin' tofu. 4th colony this week. Nice. Ah, we found a chlorine vent. Okay. So we've got 2 chlorine vents. Somewhat interesting. Puffs, maybe, I don't know. Probably not that interesting. In all honesty. Anything else? Yeah, all the chlorine is pushed over here. That's what we wanted. Yeah, that's the edge of the asteroid. Who's idle? Lindsay has decided not to come join. Oh, right. Lindsay can't get through the abyssite. That's fine. You can dig that. Maybe just dig some of that out. And grab some metal. Didn't I choose the seed because there's a bunch of chlorine vents? Nah, it's volcanoes. One of the seeds is a load of chlorine vents, and we were going to do a load of puff stuff really early on. The other one had a load of polluted water vents, and then the other one had a load of something over. No, to be honest, I feel like the bleachstone hopper actually kind of disincentivizes doing the whole puff route now, because you don't need them for bleachstone. I don't know. I mean, seriously, how much longer are these? 0.3 cycles. Okay, you know what? We'll speed it through the break, and then we'll get that made. So that should drop everything over here anyways. And then we'll get the beans. Oh. A problem. The liquid vents have overpressurized in here. So we can't keep this as an infinite storage. Because then the liquid vents will overpressurize. Or the drip vent, for the drip pumping. Well, that's good to know. Maybe we'll play with that tomorrow. Wow, we're almost at that level in here. Wow, we've been going a while. What's going on here? Why is this bursting? Well, it sounds to me like I need to use more water. It doesn't look like it's all getting over here. Did I screw something up with the pipes? This definitely seems like enough water. Oh, hold on. It doesn't actually need to go here. Right, okay. Well, that wasn't very sensible, was it? Guess just sever that and extract these. Where's George? Is George hanging out in here with the rest of them? Is George... Actually, George is probably going in all the wreck buildings. George is having a dance! Yeah. And George is going to sleep. George isn't a big fan of tofu, but I guess he took one. Right, speed up. I want to see the beans. Give me the beans. %. I'm gonna wait the whole time there. Yeah, I need to think about what I'm gonna do next week in this game. I'll tell you what, if I'm not feeling particularly inspired, I might do some more Dice Spin program. But we'll see how I feel next week. I don't think I felt particularly inspired today, but I did just want to get George. There we go, we got the beans. Interesting how it comes out like a little triple pod thing. How many beans does this give us? It gives us 12 beans. Hey, that's not bad. We got the beans. Now that can go through here. for idle again. Yep, there you go. Nosh beans going here. Nosh beans will go off if they're not actually cooked. This needs to be priority 9. And then we need to make the spicy tofu. And then that needs to go in here. Go. You're still digging up across over here some more. Go ahead and just do this. Some sand shenanigans down here, maybe? Yes. I see. Let's see. Oh, it's because the oxalite. Yeah, here you go. Build those ladders. Right. Give me goods. Oh yeah, you gotta deliver water to this as well. That's fine. There we go. Redhead don't care is making the tofu. This is the first tofu I've made in this game. Because I never bother. But here we are. I don't remember making it before. Maybe I have made it before, but I can't remember. Because I don't think I would have bothered. Actually, no. We probably made tofu from wild beans. We haven't made them from our own beans. Yeah. Tofu. Big brick. Then I can go in here. Now we've got a few different options. I do wish they would add food diversity as like a setting, like where if your dupe has different meals, like scheduled, or if they just had different meals over consecutive days, again extra morale boost. But then the dupes would have to have logic behind which meals they pick. I guess that would add some extra issues with that. Let's watch the tofu on the conveyor belt. And then you'll just come over here. And then we've got to try and catch George at the printing pod to see whether he's overjoyed. So, yeah, he's got 47 morale, so he should get overjoyed pretty quickly. I would hope. Here it comes. Oh, coming through here. Guess it's fine. Oh, what are we getting? Spicy tofu time. We still require pinch of pepper nut. Oh no, there you go. You got it. Yeah, spicy tofu time. Gordon's on the case. Hey, George VIP, just let him relax, piss and sleep 24/7. But he's got all the skills. He's got the skills to pay the bills. Therefore, he must pay the bills. He's actually a pretty good payoff. Like, unlike a lot of these quests where the payoff isn't really worth it. I mean, the fossil thing will definitely be worth it. Yeah, spicy tofu. I'm gonna go eat the spicy tofu right now. You're not still loading food in here manually, are you? No. That's good. Alrighty. Let's go find George. We needed to see. We need to see whether you're overjoyed. Yeah, look, George is overjoyed. Look. Go hand out balloons. Yay, George. He's a good boy. George loves his new colony, even if their collective body odor makes his eyes water. Wow. George is officially the least smelly dupe. Crazy. Right, well, you're all going on downtime soon, so we're just gonna watch you until you go on downtime. And then we're gonna wrap it up. Partner is out tonight, so you can go a little bit late. But George the Rocket, yes. Oh, George only has a regular exosuit because he hasn't got a setting like the other guys. Yeah, we need to change that. Hold on. Where's George? I think I have to reload the game. We'll do it next time. Send George into the tear. We'll do stuff with George. We'll do something interesting with George. Everyone's idle. Yeah, of course you're idle. Are you on the right schedule, George? You are. Everyone is on the same schedule. You know, because I like to annoy silly device by doing that. Well, we haven't had someone pee themselves for a while, so I'm alright with that. Yeah. Balloons. Go hand out balloons. Go make everyone overjoyed. We've earned this. We've earned this. Yeah. Next things to do. I do want to try out the Somnium synthesizer. I need to figure out what that does. Maybe get some dupes working on that. And then the volcano tamers for the hatches, probably something else to do. Realistically, I think I want to get the iron volcano online in the other asteroid. I think I want to start sending resources from the other asteroid here. So maybe we print a load of new dupes and we get working on that asteroid a bit more. Yeah, go have some surf and turf. Yeah, he does like researching and piloting. That's a very good point. If you do like being exposed dupes to rads, an interesting approach is to swap work slots with bathroom slots. Dupes will go pee whenever they like. Nice. You're making me rename George. Okay. I'll accept that. There you go. It's George! George the George. Curious George. George of the jungle. It's George. The only dupe with a beard. There is a lore reason why he's the only dupe with a beard, isn't there? I've forgotten what it is. Is he like the original dupe? Is he like the proto-dupe before they made the printing pod? Yeah, balloons. Balloons. Go hand out balloons. The thumbnail's just gonna be George handing out balloons, and he's gonna just have the name George instead of the actual name George. Wait, have we got 2 dupes here? No. No, you're going to bed. Well, that wasn't very long. Dupes were printed without beards because having to shave was inefficient. Oh. Well, George is also fairly easy to spot because he has a beard. So, where is he? George! George by the puffed. Actually, I quite like this. Maybe this is going to be a thumbnail. Alrighty, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I think we're going to wrap it up. I feel like I've not done very much today anyways, but we did get George, so it was worth it. Right, it's time to close it out. Right, very much. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. It's been nice just hanging out and vibing tonight. We got the spicy tofu. We got it from the printing pod a day before we were actually able to make it. The game trolled us with that. We got a few farters from the frozen friend pod on the Stinko Swamp asteroid. So again, that was another troll from the game. But we persevered. And we have a little tofu farm, so we can We can make more spicy tofu if we want. I don't know. We already had the stuff there, so it makes sense. But yeah, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already followed me, feel free to follow me, and you'll get a notification when I go live on Twitch. Usually 7:30 to 10:30 British time. I don't know why I had a big laugh despite then. And we usually play Oxygen Not Included, but we do occasionally play other games. And Spicy Tofu Program and Noita are two of them. Stardew Valley as well on weekends occasionally. I'm not playing Stardew Valley this weekend because I'm seeing friends instead. But yeah, if you miss a stream, everything's on YouTube. All the VODs are on YouTube. There's discussion and meme videos as well. Mostly Oxygen Not Included based, but there's some other stuff in there as well. And then there is also Discord where we come and hang out and post builds, like Silly Devices Paku Farm that we looked at earlier. Lots of interesting stuff on there. Again, mostly Oxygen Not Included. Not sure what I'm going to do this week, next week. I think I need to have a bit of a strategic think about what I'm doing next in this game. Because we're definitely continuing the run, but I just want to actually have like a plan going forward so that I'm not just sort of being a little bit idle myself. It was nice relaxing tonight, but I want to be more productive in the next few streams. And probably fit in some other games as well, because I know I took up this week's variety slot with more Oxygen Not Included just because we were desperate to get George. So schedule might wind up a little bit different next week. But again, I'll let you know via Discord, and I'll let you know via the Twitch notifications. Right, let's go raid someone. Let's go raid LadyCon. Let's go find LadyCon if she's still streaming. Yeah, LadyCon's still streaming. Right, let's go raid LadyCon. So, by the sounds of it, they've just started a new run again. So, we'll go wish LadyCon some good luck. And if you have any fishy emotes or sentiments, feel free to share them. Spamfish. And yeah, I'm gonna go raid LadyCon. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys next week. Bye for now.